Hello guys, welcome to the Trading Parrot. Bitfimex longs and shorts, the ratio, the order book, all this information is extremely important. And if you don't believe me, look at this chart. There is a huge wall of demand right here in Bitfimex. And this wall of demand has helped Bitcoin go from 37 all the way to 39. And now the same wall is providing a double bottom right here, which is playing out and taking Bitcoin even higher. But the question is, how can we use this information on TradingView in a way that we can actually trade it with bots? And the good news is that I have implemented an indicator called RSI ratio longs and shorts, the one that you're seeing here in red and green, that uses the data from Bitfinex, which is available publicly for free on TradingView, to identify areas where the risk is too high, like for example right there. It also identifies areas where it's potentially a great opportunity to enter, and many other areas as well. So today we're gonna go in depth into this indicator, RSI ratio, longs and shorts. I'm gonna explain each of the different signals that you can get from this with alerts. How can you use it to backtest it? Where can you get this indicator? And if you are interested to do a trial, comment right now below with your TradingView username, and I will add you for a trial. Before I explain to you how the RSI ratio long and short works, I'm going to explain to you how am I looking at this data, how did I come up with this idea. On TradingView, we have access to Bitfinex longs and shorts. They give you quantitative information on how many longs are currently placed in the market. You can see how the longs are growing, how they are coming down, and how the shorts are taking over at certain periods in the market. A very good way to observe all this information is to use the Bitfinex long and short, which you can find right here, Bitfinex BTC longs versus shorts ratio from last battle. This indicator already gives us a lot of important information. For example, we don't want to be longing when everybody is longing. So if we cross above 50, 60% in this ratio, it means there are too many longs. And when we are bottoming here, it means there are too many shorts relative to the total number of players in the market. So this indicator is already for free. You can find it and it's extremely useful. I've been using it for more than a year just to make me aware every day where are we exactly in the ratio of longs and shorts. But I wanted to take this to the next step. So I came up with this idea. What you're observing here in the white line is the RSI of the symbol that we are using, which in this case is Bitcoin. The colored area, which changes from green to red, depending on whether it's above the RSI or is below the RSI, is showing us an oscillator of the ratio of longs and shorts. In other words, in this area here, we have Bitcoin getting overbought and the ratio of longs and shorts getting oversold. And what that exactly means is that there are too many shorts, very little longs, and at the same time, Bitcoin is getting overbought. So this drawing here in red is showing how the risk of being in a position at this time is. And exactly the opposite here. Here, Bitcoin has been oversold, and we are getting a lot of longs relative to all the players on Bitfimex. This is a potential area to enter with a long. And as you can see here, we have two signals in strong green, and these ones, if you look at the right-hand side, they correspond to positive strong gap and positive gap. When there is a positive gap, it means that is a green gap and is very large. If it's strong, it means that the longs are increasing. So every candle, there are more longs, which is a stronger signal than just having the gap by itself. So this is a great entry. And at the moment, we are in the 1 hour. So the effect of being in the 1 hour is that the upside can be larger than if you have the same signal and you were just on the 15-minute chart. And even if we are in the 15-minute chart, we are getting a signal here and it's still pumping to the upside. Now we're getting a bear signal on the 15-minute and it's already playing out. You might be wondering what is the yellow signal. And if you look at the right-hand side, it says too many longs and BTC is overbought. Areas where we have at the same time a lot of longs and BTC is overbought, it's difficult to tell exactly what happened, but many shorts, they love a situation like that because it puts at risk all the longs. And you can see how they get squeezed right after in red here. This area here, it means that the longs have taken profits, there's less longs in the market, and now it's time for the shorts to start playing their game. Let's look at other examples. I'm gonna go back to the 1 hour. This area here, colored in orange, corresponds to too many shorts in the market with a position still open, and Bitcoin is already very oversold. So the white line is the RSI of Bitcoin, and the other one is the oscillator of the ratio of longs and shorts. So we can see that it's below the RSI, and they are still pushing. They still think that they can push it lower than the current level. And this is a time where shorts can get squeezed. Too many shorts, BTC already too oversold, is the perfect timing for longs to re-enter and get all those shorts squeezed. False positive signals. Here we have a very clear false positive signal. In this one, we have Bitcoin very oversold. There's a lot of longs. And what happened here is there was a huge battle and the shorts enter very strongly. They dump and they cause a long squeeze. So this is a false positive, which doesn't occur very often, really. Normally, when there is a lot of longs and Bitcoin is oversold, it tends to go higher. But this is a clear example that is not guaranteed that it will always happen. To be fair, you're getting only one signal and immediately the squeeze starts. Whereas in here, you get many signals, there is a big gap, the RSI is growing, and the oscillator of the ratio is also growing, which means that with every single candle, there are more longs. The RSI of Bitcoin is also growing. So this is a perfect time to long, and you get 7% to the upside. What we are looking here is the all-time high so far of Bitcoin. And you can see that we are getting loads of signals at this point in time here. This is a period of around 12 to 13 candles where we are getting this situation where Bitcoin is extremely overbought, and at the same time, there are no longer longs in the market for 12 hours. This situation here is a huge red flag for the market, and it's 2 days before the dump starts. The all-time high here is at 68.8. So it only managed to do this final higher high just to get dumped heavily. And this movement here confirms this signal. There are some pumps as well here that they also get dumped later on. With this indicator, you get access to all these alerts. So you have, first of all, the signal of longs when there are too many longs and BTC is overbought, when there are too many longs and BTC is oversold, when there's a negative gap, when the area is red, when there's a positive gap and the area is green, when there's too many shorts and we are overbought, when there's too many shorts and we are oversold, when we get a strong negative gap or a strong positive gap. As I explained, the strong signal only happens when the direction of the oscillator is either growing for a long or coming down for a short, which is another confirmation that the signal is high likely to be a valid one. You can use these signals to enter trades, you can use these signals to close trades, to stop bots, to start bots. Literally, you can use it for anything. You can simply send an email to you telling you that we are having an area like this, and you will get multiple here's every 1 hour, and you will know that that is getting close to a dump. Similarly, in an area like this, you know that you have a local bottom and there is some upside that you can trade. But remember, there can always be also false positives because we are playing here on data about people doing longs and shorts on leverage. And even if we are cherry picking areas where the risk is the lowest possible to go against the market, we can still get squeezed. There's still the option that the market ends up doing exactly the opposite that what the market was telling us it was going to do. Lastly, I'm going to show you how it works on the 5-minute. My expectation on the 5-minute is going to be way less accurate than in the 1 hour. In the 5-minute, you can get more false positives, but you also have a lot of signals that are very good. So if this has a very good ratio, you can use stop losses with TTP TSL indicator and takes a small ratio of losses against all the wins. In this signal right here, you're only getting a 0.8% to the upside. It's very small. It's not a false positive, but it's not what you will expect the market to react. On the other side here, you got 3 candles with green and you're getting almost a 4% to the upside. This red one here dumped at 2% right before the green, or you could argue that it's still dumped to 2.63. So yes, on the 5-minute, it is a little bit more noisy. So guys, I think it was really overdue for us to have an indicator where we can actually remove all the noise that you get from these 3 indicators that are very raw, and we are able to observe it with a way higher ratio of success than just saying, oh, the ratio is above 22%, I'm gonna do this. I can tell you that that is definitely not the perfect perfect approach, but just doing a visual inspection, I can tell that this is already very accurate. Probably it's above 80 to 90% accuracy. Okay guys, I hope you're going to enjoy this indicator. This indicator is going to be available to tiers above Observer. So from Observer to VIP to Gold members are going to get this indicator. And remember, if you want to trial this indicator, just leave me a comment down below with your TradingView account. Give me a couple of days to see your comment and to add permission to you so you can use it for a few days and trial it. If you trial the indicator, I will really appreciate if you give me some feedback in the comments below. What should we add to this indicator? How can we use this together with other indicators? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much, guys. Remember to subscribe, hit the like, and leave in the comment below is the one thing that you can do to help us grow in this channel. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.